Good morning. My name is Bryan Jarabek, and I'm a physician in the States, and I brought my family down here to help out at a medical missions hospital called Loma de Luz Hospital here in Balfate, Honduras. So I wanted to take this chance this morning to give you a quick tour of the place. So this is Balfate, beautiful in the jungles here of Honduras. So let me get back behind the camera and I'll give you a quick tour. This is the front gate of Hospital Loma de Luz. It says the name and then it says Dios obra aquí. God works here. There's over 60 missionaries now that serve here. They do anything from physician work to nurses to construction to agriculture to IT, and they all work here together to serve this community, which is on the coast of Honduras. There's a few villages. Balfate is the closest, and a lot of people come down from the mountains. They serve over 60,000 people. Let's walk to the top of the hill and I'll show you the hospital. This is Hospital Loma de Luz. It means Hill of Light. And it was started by Dr. Jeff McKinney, who's a surgeon, and his wife Roseanne, and they recruited a lot of missionaries over the years to help out here. There's even a foster home for children where there's now almost 30 Honduran kids that they take care of. So let's go inside the hospital and see what a normal day is like here. So this is the front desk of the hospital. People come in and check in here in the morning, and then they go over here to the waiting area and they get their vitals checked, and they sit back there waiting to be seen. So after they wait there for a while, we grab their chart and pull them into one of the rooms. Let me show you my office. So here we are in my office. There's 4 offices like this. I have a computer where I can enter the diagnosis for the patients and enter medications. And they have even a searchable database where I can find the medications they have here, and they pull them up in the pharmacy. There's a bed for the patients and a chair, and I see probably 10 to 15 patients a day here. Altogether we see maybe 60 people a day here, and it's a pretty busy place. So let me show you after I see them here. I usually order some labs, so I'll show you where that gets done. This is Tomas. He draws the blood and does the labs here. And this is the station where they draw blood right here. And after they get their blood check, it's taken to the lab. So let me show you their lab. So then the blood and urine samples are brought over here, and they have a lab where they can do basic chemistries like electrolytes and kidney function and liver function. They can do smears and look for malaria. So there's a chart up there that you can see where they can find all the different ways malaria looks. They have microscopes, centrifuges, all kinds of stuff here. So they do those lab tests, and then the patient comes back and sees me, and we send them to the pastor's office actually after they're done. So this is a Christian medical missions hospital, and every patient that's seen here gets a chance to talk with the pastor. And they talk to him about Jesus, and they pray with them and just show them the love of Jesus. So this is the office that they come to after they see me, and then they head over to the pharmacy. So this is the pharmacy where those medicines that I put in the computer are taken into the computer here, and they go ahead and look through their inventory and give the patients whatever medications they need. They buy some medications and a lot are donated. So let me show you inside a little bit. So they have all these shelves full of medicines. And this year we had an organization called CrossLink International give us over $5,000 in medication to be donated down here. So a lot of those are on the shelves now. So thanks to all those people at CrossLink. And then after people get their medications, they go over to the cashier's office. Let me show you that. So this is the cashier window. Patients come over here when they're done, and they make them pay a small amount. It's about a tenth of what they would pay in the city. And they do it mostly because they want to be a part of the community here, not just do charity. So they provide a service and employ a lot of Hondurans, and they feel like if they charge, then they can really be part of the community. So that's what they do. And they work with people if they can't afford it, because over 50% and more of the funds to run this place come from the US. So thanks for all those people who donate to make that happen. So they also have a specialty wound clinic here because they see a lot of those kinds of patients. So they have a chair and a bed, and they do a lot of debridement and antibiotics and wound care here to make people's infections go away. So that's a big part of the ministry here. They also have a 3-bed emergency room. You can see there's a monitor there. We brought about 6 monitors down about 3 years ago from Mayo Clinic, where they donated those, so they can measure oxygen, blood pressure, heart rate, all that stuff. So they use those a lot around here. And the ER is staffed 24/7 by the physicians here, and there are a lot of materials that they go through: wound care, sutures, all kinds of stuff. So we had an organization called Global Health Ministries from Fridley, Minnesota, that donated 12 bags of stuff to be able to come down here, from instruments to bandages, just all kinds of stuff that's going to be really helpful down here. So we stocked the shelves with all that, and we just give a big thank you to all of them. This is their x-ray room where they can take basic x-rays. You can see all the charts there. They've done a lot of x-rays over the years. Here's one of 2 operating rooms where Dr. McKinney works, or any visiting surgeons. They do some basic anesthesia, but need a lot more with that, and they're hoping to get an anesthesiologist at some point. Here we're on the inpatient side of the hospital, and they take care of the patients here. This is the nurses' station. They have 4 rooms, 1 for women, 1 for children, 1 for men, and 1 overflow. Let me just look into a room here for you so you can kind of see what it's like. This is one of the empty overflow rooms. So there's 4 beds here right now, but they can put more in if they need it. And they take care of the patients here. They have quite a few Honduran nurses and a couple American nurses that help do their training. So this is the ventilator machine that was donated by Global Health Ministries from Fridley, Minnesota. We brought this down here. They used to handbag everyone. And when I was down here about 1.5 years ago, we bagged a lady for 36 hours. We got her back 2 different times. Over the course of all that, she actually ended up passing away at the end, but her family and herself were able to become Christians during the time when all of that was going on, and so we will see her someday in heaven. I look forward to that. So thank you for the Global Health Ministries for donating this machine. It's going to be really useful here for everyone who has heart failure or COPD, or even after codes. So just thank you so much for making that a possibility. So that's our tour. That's Loma de Luz, the hospital here in Balfate, Honduras. It's been a privilege for my family to work with the great missionaries here and serve these people in this beautiful place. And we just thank all of you for your support and for all the things that you gave us, family, friends, the ministries, and we just look forward to coming back here next year. So if you're more interested in the hospital, want to check out, they have a website. It's crstone.org, and you can log in and check it out, and you can even donate money there. So I hope you all have a great time. Thanks again to all the volunteers that make Global Health Ministries and Crosslink be able to serve the people here, and we just thank you for all that you do. Bye.